When you finish, start presentation. Slideshow. No, ma quand tu fais share, ils vont le voir. Ils vont tout de suite le voir. Il vaut mieux faire start slideshow. Oui, là, tu fais share.
All right, so hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. All right, so just so you know, this training will be recorded and sent to you in the next few days. And there is a chat, so you can send in your questions during this training, and we will answer them after each section of the presentation, as well as at the end we'll have a final Q&A.
All right.
So just to give you a quick overview, today we'll be talking about the Evatel Virtual Assistant. We will start by showing you how you can call your contacts through the Virtual Assistant using voice commands. Then we will go into how you can access your emails, faxes, text messages, and voicemails, again through voice commands. How to access your calendar and schedule meetings with your Virtual Assistant. How to change your status and your call forwarding. How to access your call logs, and finally we'll be telling you how you can get some help on how to use the Virtual Assistant. So to begin, for those of you who weren't there last time, the status of the project at the moment is that the pilot project actually officially ended on March 31st of 2016. So at that time the cell phone service on your smartphones was cut. Your participation was confirmed to us in the middle of March, which was right before the end of the project. So we have asked for an extension and are currently waiting for SSC to confirm the continuation of the project. But in the meantime, we have decided to give you the service anyways. So what we expect of you as of now is to explore and test the technology as a voice-enabled phone service that provides access to messages by phone, web, and mobile app. And we hope that you can give us your feedback. So we want to know how it makes your life and work easier and more productive, and what you would do to improve the product, and most importantly, its accessibility. Another important note before we start is that the accessibility of both the web portal and mobile app are not yet finished. We are working on it very hard. So we should be able to provide you with a more accessible version in the next few days. So we're going to start now by showing you how you can call contacts through the Evatel Virtual Assistant. Before we start, just to let you know, I will be using my own virtual assistant for the demos, which is currently configured in expert mode. So you can actually switch between beginner and expert mode through your web portal. And the way to do that is to access your settings, which is the 7th option in the main menu on the left of your screen when you're on the web portal. And then in the settings drop-down menu, the first option you're going to see is My Profile. So you would click on My Profile, and when you get to the My Profile page, you'll see that it's separated in 2 sections. So first you will find the My Profile section, where you can change your language among other things. And below that you will find the Phone Sessions section, with the 3rd option being the Speech Interface level. So this is where you can select your desired speech interface level, whether it's beginner or expert, and then you would click Submit. So note that in beginner mode, the virtual assistant will be talkative, hand-holding you through the different steps to complete each command. And in expert mode, you can use more natural commands, such as call John Smith on his cell phone, for example. So now we can go back to calling your contacts through the virtual assistant. So first, to reach your virtual assistant, you have to call your smart number from one of your mobile numbers. So first of all, what is the smart number? The smart number is where people call you, where they send you faxes and text messages. Basically, you configure it to specify how you want to be reached, when and where you want to, without having to give out your personal phone numbers. So in your case, we actually already configured your smart number so that your calls go to your work number during the day and to voicemail in the evening and on weekends. We sent you your smart number by email a few weeks ago, but you can also see it shown at the top left of your web portal pages. If you have lost your smart number, don't hesitate to contact us after this training and we can help you find it. So now that you know how to reach your virtual assistant, we can show you how she can recognize you. So last Wednesday, we showed you how to add private numbers to your profile on the Evatel web portal. And these private numbers are the numbers where you can forward your calls made to your smart number, and they're also the numbers from which you can call your virtual assistant. So as previously mentioned, we have already added your work number to your profile in order to redirect your calls at the office during the day. And this means that you can also reach your virtual assistant by dialing your smart number from your office phone. So now that you know how to reach your virtual assistant, I'm going to show you how you can call a contact using voice commands. So I've actually added some of you to my contacts so that I can demo this. So we're going to try today calling Anne Simard, who should be listening right now.
One moment, please. Your status is unavailable. What can I do for you?
Call Anne Simard.
I'm calling Anne Simard on the mobile phone. Is it okay?
Yes.
Call in progress.
And there you go. So Anne Simard actually just wrote a message on the chat saying that it rang. So there you go. So this is how you can call a contact using voice commands using your virtual assistant. Thank you very much, Anne, for letting us know it was ringing. So next is how to access your email, voicemail, faxes, and text messages using voice commands. So we're going to start with voicemail first. So basically, you can just call your virtual assistant and ask her to read your new voice messages. So we're going to test that once again using my virtual assistant.
One moment, please. Your status is unavailable. What can I do for you?
Read my new voice messages.
I'm reading your new voice messages. You have one new voice message. First voice message.
Hello, Fatima. I wanted to sit down with you and go over the agenda of this afternoon's training session. Let me know when you're available. I could meet you around lunch, if that's okay with you.
What do you want to do with this voice message? What do you want to do with this voice message? Last message.
Call back.
Hello, Fatima.
Do you want more time?
Call back.
From now on, I will be waiting in the background. To go back in speech mode.
All right. So there you go. So she read the voice message. At the beginning, we could have also asked to read my archived voice messages or to read my voice messages from a specific contact. And after the voice message is read, we can delete the voicemail or call, say next or call back. So don't forget your voicemails are also accessible on your web portal and on your mobile app. So now we're going to go on to how to get your emails through your virtual assistant. So we're going to test that also. So it'll take just a second.
One moment, please. Your status is unavailable. What can I do for you?
Read my new emails.
I'm reading your new emails. 2 emails. First email. Email from Fatima Halimi. The subject is training test email. The message is, Dear participants, this is a test email to show you how you can access your emails through your virtual assistant using voice commands. What do you want to do with this email?
Delete.
Email deleted. Next
So there you go. So she can read your emails to you, and once you have read an email, you can decide to read the next email, reply, you can forward, archive, or you can call back the sender if it's one of your contacts. So we're also going to test how to send an email, which is something you can do if you're in your car, for example, or if you are, or if you can't. If you're blind.
1 moment, please. Your status is unavailable. What can I do for you?
Send an email to Anne Simard.
Let's compose your voice email. You have selected Anne Simard. Is it okay?
Yes.
Do you want to add another contact?
No.
At the tone, record your message.
Hello, this is a test email sent through my virtual assistant using voice commands.
Your message is, Hello, this is a test email sent through my virtual assistant using voice commands. Is it okay?
Yes.
Your message was sent. What can I do for you?
So Anne Simard should be receiving my email, which will include a voice transcription as well as the audio file of the message I just recorded. So next section is faxes. So your virtual assistant can actually tell you whether you have new faxes and who they are from. And then what you can do with those faxes is you can delete or forward them to a colleague, for example. However, since the attachment is an image, the virtual assistant cannot read what's in the actual attachment. Now for text messages, we're going to once again test how you can send a text message using voice commands. So we're going to send you a text message again, Anne Simard. If you can, if you receive it, you can let us know in the chat.
One moment, please. Your status is unavailable. What can I do for you?
Send a text message to Anne Simard.
Let's compose your text message. You have selected Jim and Yao. Is it okay?
No.
What is the name of your contact?
Anne Simard.
Did you say Anne Simard?
Yes.
At the tone, record your message.
Hello, this is a text message sent through the virtual assistant using voice commands.
Your message is, Hello, this is a text message sent through the virtual assistant using voice commands. Is it okay?
Yes.
1 moment, please. Your text was sent. What can I do for you?
There you go. So Anne Simard should be receiving the test, and she actually just informed us that she has received the email that we recorded just a few seconds ago. So the other thing that you need to know about text messages is that Evatel can actually be configured to call you when you receive a new text message and play it to you. Now moving on to the next section of this training, we're going to look at how you can access your calendar and schedule meetings using voice commands. So as you may know, we have another training scheduled next Wednesday on the Evatel mobile app. So I'm going to ask my virtual assistant to let me know what's going on next Wednesday.
One moment, please. What can I do for you?
Check my calendar on Wednesday, June 22nd.
I'm checking what's in your calendar next Wednesday. You have one appointment. Your next appointment at 2 p.m. for 45 minutes is confirmed. The subject is Evatel mobile app training. What do you want to do with this appointment?
Next.
This was your last appointment. What is your appointment command?
Schedule a meeting.
Let's schedule your appointment. What is your date?
Wednesday, June 22nd.
You have selected next Wednesday. Say the preferred time.
Noon.
You have selected noon. Say the duration time.
30 minutes.
You have selected 30 minutes. Let's schedule your appointment next Wednesday at noon for 30 minutes. Is it okay?
Yes.
Do you want to invite participants?
No.
Your appointment has been successfully created. What is your appointment command?
All right. So as you have just heard, my virtual assistant let me know that I have a meeting next Wednesday at 2 p.m. lasting 45 minutes, which is actually our next training, and I have scheduled a lunch meeting for myself on the same day. So we have just been informed by Anne-Simar that she didn't actually receive the text message that we recorded previously. So what we're going to do later on is that we're going to check if the phone number that I have in her contact information is actually a cell number. So we'll be doing that at the end. So next section of this training, so now we're going to look at how to change your status and call forwarding. So you might have heard when I called my virtual assistant the first few times that she was saying that my status was set as unavailable. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask her to set my status as in meeting.
One moment, please. What can I do for you?
Change my status to in meeting.
You want to set your status to in meeting?
Yes.
At what time will your meeting end?
3 p.m.
You have selected 3 p.m. Your status is in meeting until 3 p.m. What can I do for you?
And that's it. So, so I just changed my status to in meeting until 3 p.m. I could have changed it to available, not available, or out of office as well. And now we're going to look at how I can change my call forwarding. So let's say that now I don't want to be bothered, so I want to send all my calls to voicemail, for example.
One moment, please. Your status is in meeting until 3 p.m. What can I do for you?
Forward my calls to my voicemail.
You have selected to forward your calls to the main line. Is it okay?
No.
What is your call forwarding command?
Forward my calls to voicemail.
Your calls will be forwarded to your voicemail. What can I do?
Hang up.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
There you go. So all of my calls will now be forwarded to voicemail. So the next thing you can do through the virtual assistant using voice commands is to access your call logs. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to ask her to check my call logs of yesterday.
One moment, please. Your status is unavailable. What can I do for you?
Read my call logs of yesterday.
I'm reading your call logs of yesterday. At 10:56 a.m., you called 416-800-4747. What do you want to do with this call?
Next.
Next call at 9:36 a.m. You received a call from 51452555551. What do you want to do with this call?
Hang up.
You want me to hang up?
Yes.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
So what I also could have done with these call logs is I could have asked my virtual assistant to replay or to call back. So now where you can find help on how to use your virtual assistant and the voice commands. So you can connect to your web portal using the credentials that were sent to you by email to both your government and your @evatel.co emails. You can let us know if you have lost them and we will send them again. And when you get to the main menu on your web portal, on the left of the screen, you would choose the 8th and last option, which is called Guides. And in the Guides page, you will find PDF documents that describe all of the voice commands that you can use with the virtual assistant, both in beginner and in expert modes. If you need one-on-one help, you can always call us at 514-765-8470, or you can send an email to support@speechmobility.com. And don't forget, we have another training session scheduled next Wednesday, June 22nd at the same time, but this time it will be about the Evatel mobile app. So now it's time for the Q&A. So you can submit your questions on the chat, and we'll be happy to answer them. Or using your voice, of course.
Fatima? Hello?
Yes.
When you set your appointment, I don't think you put a title for the appointment, like I think it was lunch. Could you do that, or I didn't hear that you had that option?
No, at the moment you actually cannot put a name for your appointment. So what you will see when you go on your calendar is you will see that the appointment is going to be called appointment scheduled by your virtual assistant. So that's what they're automatically called.
Okay.
Do we have any other questions? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Can you set the assistant to call you back for a reminder of an appointment?
Yes, you could schedule. This is Bashir here. You could schedule the reminders. You do them through the web portal.
Okay.
And you could do them also through voice commands where you say, call me, let's say tomorrow at 9 a.m. or so you could schedule them like that. If you want to have them within, and you could use also the mobile app. But to have, let's say, an appointment and have a reminder to call you back is an option. It's going to be not in this version, but in the next version.
Okay, thanks.
It would be automatically like an option. Remind me by calling me.
Yeah, like 10 minutes earlier, before, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we need to check if the phone number of Ansima is a cell number that could receive text messages. So can you find out what is the number that we called? And
yes, I'll check
that we tried to send a text to. So what is the number that you have? Yeah.
So Anne, is it okay if we ask you if the number we have here is a cell number? She says yes. All right. So we have here 819-654-4000. Is that a cell phone? Okay, so it's your office number.
Okay, do we have another number here?
Okay, so you can't receive a text. No, I don't have an.
Okay.
All right, so this is the reason why she did not receive the text message that we sent before, because it's an office phone number. But if it had been a cell phone number, she would have received the text on her cell phone.
And now we take this opportunity also to tell you if her office number was a smart number from an Evatel smart number, she would have been able to receive text messages in addition to voice calls and faxes on the same number.
So Anne says that her Evatel phone has no service. So I think you're talking about the smartphone that was provided to you. So as it was
the cell phone, not the smartphone.
Yes, the cell phone. So as it was mentioned quickly in the beginning, what happened is that the program was actually ended on March 31st. So that's why we had to cut the cell phone service on the phones that were provided to you. So at the moment, what you can do is that you can use the mobile app on those phones through Wi-Fi. And so right now we're waiting for SSC to let us know if we can continue the project, and if we get a positive answer, then we will have to look at if we can give you cell service back.
Hello, can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay, about the text message, that it could be sent to the smart number, but could that service send it to the office number also? Like sometimes we receive text message to home phone, for instance.
For the text message, you could configure your Evatel account to that any text message that's sent to your smart number, you could get a copy of it by email. You could see it on the web portal automatically. And you would see it on the mobile app. And the assistant can call you and play it to you if you want also. But to send it to your office number, your office number is the one that is limited. It cannot receive text.
Correct. But so I can set up the personal assistant to read to me the text through my smart number to my office number.
Oh, she could call. Yes. Yes. So if you configure that. You want to be called in the configuration on the web portal for the SMS option. You could say, when you get a text message, call me and read it to me, offer to read it to me on this number, call me on this number. And if you put the number as the office number, then the assistant will call you and tell you have a text message, do you want me to read it to you?
Okay, so Anne would have received that the text message to her office number then in that situation.
If we would have sent it to her smart number, then yes. But in this case, what we did is we
understood.
Okay. So right now it's the test. The demo was different. Ansima is one of the contacts in Fatima's directory. She is not considered as a user, but if we have put her Evatel, I think we could have done that instead of her cell phone. You put the Evatel smart number, and then we could send her the text message. She would get it on the web portal, on the mobile app, and she could have been called at the office to hear it.
Yeah, yes. Okay, good.
Good point, good point.
Do we have any more questions or concerns?
Not right at this point, but I will later after I've looked at everything.
No problem.
So again, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for participating in this test. This is a new technology that has been developed here in Canada. We want to fine-tune it, improve it, adapt it to make it completely accessible on the web portal, the mobile app, in addition to its interesting features on the voice side. And so, as we told you earlier, we're working hard to get these portal and mobile app fully accessible so that we could make them available to you to test and give us your feedback. With your feedback, we continue doing the improvements, and the objective is to have this fully accessible, interesting Canadian technology ready, first of all, for Canadians with disabilities, but also ready to export in other markets. So thank you very much.
And we hope to have you at our next training next Wednesday to talk about the mobile app.
We have to set a reminder.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good, good.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Have a great day,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, bye.